What's up? What's up? It's your man Rico, the opinionist. I got a few minutes before my next client shows up. Damn, the squirrel right there on the thing. So if y'all continue to like, share, subscribe, please go right ahead. Go on over to my YouTube channel. This is a topic that's been going on for the longest. I know all of you, if you've been living under a rock, if you haven't been living under a rock, y'all know about this whole where them fans at? Where them fans at? Oh, got my boots on the ground. Floop, floop, floop. So y'all seen all that, right? And it's pretty cool. Some people say they're tired of the song and all that. I like the beat of the song. And I want this brother to be able to make all the cash that he can off of it. I want him, he made his video. Shout out to 8013 Fresh. Shout out to that brother. I appreciate it. Now, I'm not a huge line dancer. I've never been a huge fan of that, but I want this brother to I want them to keep playing it till the wheels fall off. It seems to bring a good mood when that song comes on. Everybody seems to get into unison. They're like it's a unity among us when that song comes on. So those of you who are complaining, wow, they play that all the time. They play that all the time. Well, I don't mind that song being played all the time. I just hope that whenever it comes on, do we have to do that dance? Do we have to? Because I can do my side to side without doing it, but I'm slick practicing a little bit. But my only issue with it is I got tired of seeing the men with fans. That's a ladies' dance. But there's some guys who changed it up a little bit, make it look masculine, for men to do it. And I appreciate those guys for coming out. But the purpose behind this particular video is to, hey, are we ready now to go ahead and cancel that little girl who became a phenom or a celebrity off of the dance? When I first saw the video, her name is Lariah or Moriah, but her mother nicknamed her Miss Shirley. You know, a name, Miss Shirley, huh? For a 3-year-old, 4-year-old still wearing Huggies. And I'm hearing that, I ain't think the little girl's potty trained, but she all on Jennifer Hudson, just throwing her little hippie, tossing her little Huggy around. And let's go back to when I first saw the video. She was wearing like a cute little blue jean outfit. Precious little darling. Too cute for TV. However, I saw like a 30-second clip and she was doing it frontwards, I said, oh, that's Precious, okay. And then I saw the longer version when she turned around, it's like her mother instructed her, now hit it. And she, who's this, Jason, what's up? Hey, Kenyatta, what's up? That little girl threw every underdeveloped hip and side that she had. I said, wait a minute now. And so it goes to everything. When I say we need to protect black children from single mothers, people get mad. I'm sure people get upset when I say that and go in on single mothers. But I'm not going to stop because evidence is always produced that proves my statement. There's some truth to it. We need to protect black children from single mothers for nonsense like this, among other things. Especially these women that's single mothers, then they get a boyfriend and he murders the children or physically abuses them and sexually assaults them. As Oprah said in the movie The Color Purple, girl child or boy child ain't safe with a family of single mothers. Come on, somebody, hallelujah. But anyway, the precious little darling, it's like it's a history of children being exploited. You can go to Drew Barrymore's mom. Drew Barrymore's mom, even Brooke Shields or Gary Coleman's parents, and the list goes on. And we have this grown-ass woman having this little girl to do these grown-up dances. It could be Precious. But when you got your 3 or 4-year-old little girl, now 4-year-old little girl, throwing her body in a way that people can deem as sexual or very grown, that's a problem. No one has a problem with little children doing dances, but I don't like to see little children do grown-up dances. And that is a grown people dance. Because when y'all see grown women do those dances, they make sure they have on the tightest booty shorts, the tightest jeans, and they make sure they toot their ass up to the heavens when they do that part. Bloop, bloop, blue. They make sure they're popping it. And so no little girl, 3 or 4 years old, a minor, should be doing that dance. And I say a minor, the parents are influencing this. I've even seen that little darling in the video where there's another dance that they do where the women are thrusting their pelvis to the front of the camera, and the little girl is doing it with a grown-ass man behind her, and she's licking her tongue out. See, all that's very sexually suggestive. And I'm not the only one who's talking about this. If you go on YouTube and TikTok, people are wearing that mother out. And I want to know, what is taking CPS as a master's level social worker? I want to know what the hell is taking CPS so long to call this lady if they haven't already. CPS, fellow social workers, caseworkers, y'all see this video? Have y'all sent her a letter of cease and desist order yet? What the hell is going on? What's taking y'all so long to get on this mammy with her lazy ass, exploiting this little darling before she even gets the head start? What's taking y'all so long, CPS, caseworkers, fellow social workers? Because I know the world has seen it because she's gotten extremely popular. I want to know, like so many people want to know, again, where's the father? But to ask that question, a lot of us already know 72% of kids are born out of wedlock to single, unprepared, kind of ignorant mamas. And we don't want to admit that the majority of black children are created out of one-night stands or out of a drunken sex thing. They're not really planned. And that goes into, we see the spirit of a lot of black children. They weren't brought here out of love. They were brought here out of some wild ass night, or she might have been doing some wild shit, and she said, well, I don't want nobody to say I had an abortion, so she bring a baby here under those conditions. And guess what? That spirit of not really being wanted and neglected, that stuff is actually in the children. It comes through. Come on, somebody. And so here we are. We got another mother who doesn't have that really nurturing, mothering, protective spirit about her child. She's putting out there before the world. And I appreciate everybody who's made videos coming out against this nonsense. And you've noticed that whenever she's at a book for an event for her little dance or whatever, there's rarely, if there's ever any children around. It's just a bunch of grown people in nightclubs and bars, whatever they do to grown folks dance. And so we're gonna have to get on this in our community. We're always talking about, we all in the Diddy case talking about some damn sexual trafficking and sexual exploitation of children and women. Well, here it is right in our face, and we're around here dancing to it and popping our bands to the bullshit. If you want to protect children, let's protect them. And please stop talking this nonsense about, the most unprotected, most disrespected class in America is black women. That's untrue, and it's been untrue for so long that people won't tell the truth. The most unprotected group in this country is children, especially black children. More importantly, black boys. So y'all get to try to use that Malcolm X quote for a bunch of grown-ass women, 19 years and up, who can make choices. Cassie, y'all shut the fuck up. Children can't help themselves. Children don't know how to make particular decisions. Children can't fight off or ward off predators. Grown people can. So if we're going to be under that kind of thinking, well, let's look at it. And guess what? Little girls are human beings too. It's almost like we don't view our children as human. Not all, but too many now. We don't view them as human. We view them in the lens of the old slave capturer and oppressor. Y'all remember, there's a story that you can look up called Gator Babies. They used to take little black babies around this little girl's age and toss them out, use them as gator bait to catch alligators or just to throw them out there. That is real history. And so I need us to become more in tune with the humanity of us, and particularly our children, because you can't have a future without well-balanced, mentally well-balanced and productive children who are being nurtured and socialized and groomed into responsible, strong adults. How the fuck you gonna ruin kids then when they get to be 16 to 25 years old? You're like, wow, what's wrong with these kids? They must be on them drugs. Damn, they listen to that damn rap music. No, you participated in the nonsense when they were little. And so to Miss Shirley, Bless your heart, you sweet little angel, you. Your mammy ain't worth a damn. And you notice that mammy hadn't come out and addressed the criticisms either. Have y'all noticed that? I haven't. If you have, please send me the video, send me the article where she has addressed the criticisms of her exploiting her child because she wanted to sit on her lazy fat ass and get all the glory. And the little girl can barely talk. Then she gonna do a diss video. You haters. Oh, I'm sorry. The mother's gonna groom the child or coach the child to do a diss video. You haters. You haters. I'ma keep on stepping. Then we go back a couple of years when the little girl can barely even talk. And I think they were in the car and the mother was teaching her how to say bitch. Oh my God. And all the videos are coming out. That mom is trash. She is trash. She's in the video teaching the little girl how to stick her tongue out too. Look, as long as I've been a counselor, alcohol and drugs and mental health, my philosophy has always been this when I tell my clients who are wondering how did I get here and how does one develop into this particular person, I've always said it is our households that present us to the world. Whatever teaching, learning, messages or cues that are displayed or put out there by the grown people around children, they take that same teaching and learning out with them into society. Unless they meet somebody to correct, when it's like negative behavior or low self-esteem or low self-worth, that shit comes from home. You understand that? So we have to start attacking these weird ass parents. It's easy to look at the children, I get it. But you can walk and chew gum at the same time, get on the kid's ass and get on the parents' ass. Do you understand? So let's send her a letter. Let's go on her YouTube channel, whatever her social media, and tell her, Mama, you out of line. Get a job with your lazy, you ignorant farm animal. Exploiting that little girl. And again, hey, father of little Miss Shirley or Lariah or Mariah, where the hell are you? And if it's not what we think it is, that you like just hit something and ran, come out and tell us. Did you try to fight for custody? Did you want her? Or was it a one-night stand? We want to hear from you, brother. Whoever you are. I know you've seen this little girl all over the place, so talk to us, man. It's cool. Hit me up. We can do an interview. I want to hear all about it. And the people who pay attention to my social media, they want to hear all about it too. So, Dad, where are you? But I do say, I will continue to say, because I heard someone else repeat it on social media, and I'm glad they did. The child is more influenced than a present single mother than an absent father. But still, I'm always curious because Father's Day is around the corner. I'm going to be going heavy on fatherhood and all of that, and still sharing my story. And I want to hear stories from others. But Latonya said, "Hey, Miss Sister," she said, "Yes, I'm sick of it." Well, let's let the mammy know that we sick of it. And because I don't put any blame on that little baby because she's only doing what some weirdo is teaching her. I'm trying to see if I don't want to leave out anything before I leave y'all. Anyway, let's let this be a lesson on how to protect children. You know, as far as the Diddy case and all that, who gives a shit? That's a bunch of grown people stuff. Unless some kids who were abused by Diddy, they start coming up, then we can start paying attention. But for all that other stuff, you know, let's protect the children. Stop trying to get them to ask grown. Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all know we was little? I was little and you were little. Then your mom and dad always tell you, say, "Hey, Rico, come on and show them, do that dance." This is nothing new. Having your kids to dance for their company. Yeah, my mom. I don't know if there's too many dance. My sister, she's asked them to do the dance. They were better dancers. But I was always like the semi-comedian. And I used to, my mom would get me because I would tell her how my third grade teacher, Mrs. Moss, rest in peace, she used to walk. I used to do her walk. And my mom would just fall on the floor. I said, yeah, she would hold her purse like this. And she would walk and her head would be shaking as she's walking. And I guess that looked funny on an 8-year-old doing that silly crap. My mom would say, "Rico, show my friend how your teacher, Miss Moss, walked." And I would do it, and both of them be on the floor, laid out, deceased. So, yeah, parents, you actually do silly shit. And my mom and I, 40 years later, 50 years later, almost, yeah, we still talk about that. That comes up. And so I get that. I'm not a stranger to reality. But as we become mature adults, you know, there's some things where we are charged with as grown people. Whether you don't have any children or not, they're still a part of us. And as grown people, we're supposed to mature to that next level where we become the wise one and we tell them, hey, you might not want to do that. Hey, that's not a good idea, because we're supposed to become wise as we've gotten over 40, over 50 and beyond, right? So that's what I do. I'm 56. Hell, I can tell a 30-year-old something. They'll know a 3-year-old, and I can tell somebody with a parrot something. You ain't never had no kids, you don't know. I don't give a fuck. I was somebody's kid once, so I saw how they operated, and what you're doing, you out of line. But anyway, it's your man Rico the Opinionist. The Cash App is always on here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Get on over to my YouTube channel. I'll talk to y'all later. Come my client, let me see. Oh yeah, it's on its way. Y'all be cool. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.